Boa tarde.
Hello, this is Jacqueline Sakamoto. It's humid and rainy in this uncomfortable Tsuyu season.
Chuva e com muita umidade. Uma temporada muito ruim, né? Não acha?
Hello, I'm Vanya Ishikura. Sometimes we have torrential rains in this season, so please prepare for it.
São muito frequentes, então nós precisamos estar prevenidas para qualquer emergência.
Tsuyu is a unique season in Japan, which we didn't have in Brazil. There are many differences between Japan and Brazil in ways of living too. You said this was your second year in Japan, Vanya. Have you had any difficulties?
Quantas diferenças existem entre a vida no Japão e do Brasil? E você, Vânia, nesses 2 anos que você está vivendo aqui no Japão, você já se adaptou com o sistema climático daqui?
I love to feel the significant differences between the 4 seasons in Japan. Every time a new season comes, I'm able to have fresh feeling. I love rainfall, but the heat after Tsuyu is still unfamiliar and unpleasant to me. I spent a long time to feel okay about the winter coldness in Japan. I like summer, not the same with Vanya. Then, what's the theme of today's Tudo Bem, SHI-GA? We'll show you the Japanese system of rental housing and the rules of Japanese life. I'm married to a Japanese man and live with his family in their house. Didn't you have tough time seeking housing when you came to Japan?
Bem, eu não tive esse tipo de problema.
A temporary employment agency took care of everything for me, so I had no problems. But some of my friends had not rented an apartment for a long time, and others were given words, "We have no room for foreigners. Go away." Soon after, the housing agents recognized that they were foreigners.
Logo, eles percebiam que era estrangeiro, então eles tinham a amarga experiência de serem dispensados na hora, né? Ouvindo, não temos nenhum tipo de imóvel para alugar para estrangeiros.
Nossa, como era difícil.
Nowadays, however, there are good housing agents in SHIGA named SHIGA An-SHI-N Chintai Jutaku Kyoryoku Ten. We'll introduce them.
E que colaboram com o sistema de auxílio à locação de imóveis AN-SHI-N. Vamos ver que imobiliárias são essas.
This year, a website we can search for rental rooms were opened on March, which name is SHIGA An-SHIN Chintai Net. This site has contents for old people, handicapped persons, foreigners, households with kids, victims of disasters, and indigent households. Everyone can easily search their suitable rooms. Why did you start this system? Many foreigners were refused or limited when they sought rental rooms. We wanted to solve the problem, so we made it. Rooms that foreigners can rent are reported, and shops which cooperate with this website are introduced. If they go to these shops, the staff will show them suitable rooms. I'll ask them what kinds of support they can give at the member shops of SHIGA An-SHIN Chintai Jutaku Kyoryoku Ten. Hello? Thank you for coming. This is a limited company, Daimei Sangyo, in Kusatsu City. What kinds of service do you provide for foreigners who come here? We have customers of various nationalities, Brazilian, Peruvian, Chilean, and so on. We prepare leaflets written in many kinds of languages so our customers can choose the best. We make conversation with the leaflets. What are individual customs in Japan? All of them are written in Japanese on the contracts. They must pay many kinds of fees: basics for rent, common service expense, parking fee, membership fee of residence association. There are, in addition, shikikin, reikin, They must renew their contract every 2 years and have to pay handling charge of it. What is shikikin? Tenants must pay 1 or 2 months of rent in advance, and owners must keep it until the tenant departs. At that time, owners pay it back if there are no problems, but if some tenants can't pay enough rent, owners can divert shikikin to the shortage. It avoids someone losing his or her money. I'll tell you another example. When someone breaks a window because of fighting before leaving, the owner can divert shikikin to the repair fee. Of course, when the rooms are all right, owners will pay all shikikin back to the tenants. What kinds of documents should they bring when they visit the shops like yours? They need to bring something which officially identifies them. The person who drives the car could bring his or her driver's license. A passport or a working visa with photo is also okay. We'll copy it and start to explain from the basic information. Even if the person can't understand Japanese, we can show them some apartments or flats and let them know something. But if they can bring a person who understands Japanese a bit, we'll make better communication and give them more information. The staff of SHIGA Anshin Chintai Kyoryoku Ten are kind and explain well. They also have a home page, and we can download leaflets which show us the points to be noted and the documents to be needed when we rent rooms. They have 5 language versions such as English, Portuguese, Spanish, Chinese, and Hangul. Please check it out. After we can rent rooms, we must know some rules of living in a certain place. We need to know how to throw out the garbage, how to use the rooms. Let's check those rules of Japanese life. Mr. Otani, the representative of Daimei Sangyo, a member of SHIGA Anshin Chintai Kyoryoku Ten, helped and told us what important are. What should we do first after we move to a new place? To go and greet your neighbors who live next door, upper floor and lower floor, so you are able to have good communication. Only saying your name is okay after your greeting. There is a leader who is called Hancho in every apartment. It's good for you to say hello to that person too. You will be able to have better communication. Once we know each other, all of us can help and be helped during a disaster. So greeting is important. What should we be careful about? First of all, you need to know how to throw out the garbage. You must check Gomi calendar to classify garbage. Particular garbage has to be thrown out on a particular day to the particular box. Each town has their own rules. We should know what kinds of garbage that can be thrown on a particular date and a particular time. We must buy certain bags for garbage and have to use them every time. Who can let us know the rules of throwing out garbage? When you write a contract or before you start to live, you'll come to our shop. We can explain the rules at that time. Here is Rito City. If you go to the Rito City office, the staff will explain how to classify garbage in Rito. You'll easily understand what Gomi calendar is and what specified bags for garbage are. And you have to be very cautious about the sound what you make. If you listen to music with huge sound, many of your neighbors feel uncomfortable. Even concrete walls of flat isn't perfect to block huge sounds. This balcony is wide enough for barbecue, but don't have it, please. The smoke will be cause for trouble with your neighbors. This type of balcony will be used as an evacuation route if a fire breaks out. These partition walls can easily be broken to evacuate in a disaster. Don't put big stuff on a balcony for smooth evacuation. Are there any points that we must be careful of when we use a rental room? Before you start to live, owners repair and clean up the room. Don't paint or draw something on the wall, fusuma, and so on. Changing the color of the wall is also forbidden. There are 3 rooms, but new members like your friends or relatives can't come to live in without permission. You have to let us know before they start living. In that case, you must rent other rooms.
ファミリーの方が増えて住まれるのもダメですね。届け出が必要ですし、別の部屋に移ってもらわないといけないんですね。
First, here is an entrance. Make sure of taking your shoes off. Next, here is a kitchen. Don't pour oil or throw waste food to drain of the sink. And bathroom and toilet. Don't allow your hair or other substances flow to the drain of the bathroom. You can flush only excrement and toilet paper down the toilet. While we follow the rules, we have less possibilities of having trouble. We need to know the rules for our safe and fine lives.
Nós precisamos conhecê-las, né? É muito importante os estrangeiros prestarem atenção nessas regras, né?
Even if you pay rental fee, your behavior must be limited because many people live in the same building. You don't have to disturb your neighbors and owners' peacefulness. I believe to obey the rules of apartment is the common rule in the world. Not only Japanese, but also foreign people agree with it. I wish everyone a happy life with following rules.
日本人とかそういう国境を越えた共通のルールだと思うんで、それに基づいて皆さん楽しい生活をエンジョイしていただきたいと思います。
Brazilians have many customs which are different from Japanese ones. We often notice something is common in Japan but uncommon in Brazil. We also have opposite cases many times. They make us nervous. Sometimes we can't follow some Japanese customs. If we can learn them in early days, our lives in Japan will be better and easier. Exactly. When we try to have good communication with our neighbors, we'll be able to know each other well. Then we'll live in peace and make our apartment or town comfortable place.
Com os japoneses e estabelecer vínculo de confiança. E também, se procurarmos seguir e respeitar os costumes daqui, nós poderemos adquirir as coisas boas, assimilá-las, para podermos viver com mais tranquilidade e com mais alegria.
É verdade.
We also need to know where the refuges in disaster specified by local government are. Many of them are schools or parks. Then we'll show you some information. The meeting of career guidance for high school students who have their roots in foreign countries. Please come to attend the meeting of career guidance. Let's talk with people who have jobs. It is held for high school students who have their roots in foreign countries. It's a chance to meet and talk to people who have various jobs. You may recognize what kinds of jobs there are, what purpose you'll have, and what kind of job will begin your goal. July 22nd at GNET SHIGA in Omihachiman City. Admission is free. Application is required. Please contact us, SHIGA Intercultural Association for Globalization.
Informações na homepage da Associação Internacional de SHIGA ou na escola que frequenta.
The training course in nursing care for foreigners. We'll have the training course in nursing care for foreigners at SHIPS Multicultural Support Center in Kusatsu City. Why don't you come and learn Japanese language and techniques for nursing care? You'll be able to work as a nurse for old people. The period of training is from the middle of August to the end of January. Please contact us who want to know the detail and attend the course. We are called SHIPS Multicultural Support Center. Please take part in them if you have concern. Today's last topic is an event that we could enjoy various cultures. How do you do? I'm Diego Canabara. I'll show you how the World Festa Conan 2015 was, which was held on the 7th of June. World Festa Conan 2015 was held by Conan International Association. It was their 4th festa. Not only foreigners, but also many Japanese came and enjoyed it. What's the aim of this World Festa Conan? So many foreign people live in Conan City. They are important members of our city now. This festa can help us well in understanding each other with face-to-face communications between foreigners and Japanese. That's why we have it for global communications. This World Festa has many foreign staff, from organizer to volunteer. Why have you worked as a member of the staff? I'm always feeling I want to do something for other people. I'm happy because I'm able to have many friends through the activity as a member. Especially I can make communication with Japanese. It's lucky for me to work for this event. It's important to meet many people when we want to know various cultures and knowledge. In addition, to understand each other is also important. Good try, I feel. Through this kind of activity, you can get good chances to know others and to be known by them too. We can enjoy many kinds of folk entertainment on the stage. This is Marinera, the traditional national dance in Peru. I asked the representative to tell us something. Could you say something about your activity in this festa? Our Peruvian community and others like Brazilian are able to have a good chance to show our own cultures. We are so happy to let you know ours, and on the other hand, our children who were born in Japan can get the chance to learn the culture of their roots. I can believe they can continue to show their own culture like Peruvian dance.
Nacidos acá en Japón, siguen cultivando lo nuestro, ¿no? De nuestro país, en este caso Perú.
There were some temporary shops to sell and enjoy cuisine from many countries. Brazilian cuisine was also available. This is pastel, popular Brazilian fast food. I try to taste it. Good. There is some beef and cheese inside. It's important to take part in such an event to be able to know many cultures, and we should make better relationship between Japanese and foreigners. I think this kind of event can get rid of prejudice against foreigners which Japanese have. I also went there. If more foreigners go, it'll be more enjoyable.
Se mais estrangeiros viessem prestigiar.
Com certeza, verdade.
We'll have next program July 25th. The theme will be Traffic Safety with Bicycles. Starting time will be changed. It'll begin at 7:45 in the evening. Please be careful and don't miss it.
Não percam.
Até lá.
See you next time.
Tchau, tchau.